Jag ska, enligt papperna ska jag vara född den 13 april 1967 i Seoul. Jag har relativt lite information egentligen om min bakgrund, om man till exempel jämför en del med adopterade som kommit vid ett senare tillfälle. Men det jag vet är i alla fall att, ja, som många andra så ska jag vara ett hittebarn lämnad vid en polisstation där jag då ska ha blivit upphittad. Därefter så ska jag då ha kommit till, ja, någon form utav barnhem för en väldigt kort period. För att efter det så har jag sedan blivit, ja, fosterhemsplacerad då. Och där var jag då i princip, om jag har förstått saken rätt, ja, nästan ända fram till avresan till Sverige och adoptivföräldrarna. Jag kom alltså då till Sverige den 18 april 1968 och till mina adoptivföräldrar som mor heter Anna och far heter Harry. De hade inga barn sedan tidigare, så jag var deras första adoptivbarn. Och jag var ju då omkring 1 år när jag kom hit. Jag är uppväxt i Stockholm och har bott här mer eller mindre hela mitt liv. Men jag har även tillbringat en del av mina somrar i Dalarna, i Rättvik, där vi har en sommarstuga. För min mamma kommer därifrån. Jag var ensambarn ända till jag blev 5 var det. För att då fick jag en adoptivsyster. En äldre adoptivsyster som också kommer ifrån Korea. Och det är så våran familjesituation har. After I got a sibling, my older sister, we had a relatively normal family situation, and my teenage time was relatively undramatic, and growing up, being an adult, was likewise. I have at that time I wasn't that thinking that much about either Korea or adoption or other issues related to Korea. Maybe that's part of because I felt like I had a stable and good upbringing, and my parents were very loving and caring. I would say that I have been, very fortunate in having good adoptive parents. For the time being, right now, I'm working in a bank. I had done so for almost 25 years now. And, I think it's going well. The reason I started to hang out with other Korean adoptees was that I had a very good friend that she was involved in our Korean Adoptee Association here in Stockholm, Sweden. For a period, she was also the chairman of the Korean club. So she wanted me to, well, she tried to get me a little bit more interested. And, well, to be honest, at the first time I was a little bit reluctant because I wasn't very interested. But then I slowly and gradually, I guess, I got more interested. And in 2002, in the fall, I was back. I did my first trip back to Korea. That first trip back to Korea was quite a big change for me personally. It meant a lot of things. Meant a lot of me in all sorts of ways. And after that, I was very, very interested, I would say, and got very involved in both our Korean association here at home, and also in a little bit in the international network that we have. And I've been to, well, a number of these different gatherings that we have had, both in the US and some of them that has been held in Seoul. And the last big gathering, I went together with my wife as well. In our Korea Club, or AKF as it's called, Adopterade Koreaners Förening, some years ago we used to have a annual kind of Swedish, it's a crayfish party, kräftkalas, kräftskiva, and that was hosted by another CAD here in Stockholm. It was an annual party with lots of fun and opportunities to meet new people, and it's usually held in the fall, in August. And it was at that party I met my wife in 2008. And we got to sit at the same table, and we got to talk quite a lot. And after that, we also did a little bit of karaoke, or we had a little Norebang, and it was quite fun. As I mentioned, we got married in the next year, October 2010, and we got married at it's called Rättviks Church, Rättviks kyrka. It's in a county or landskap called Dalarna, where we had our summer house, and it's quite beautifully situated by Lake Siljan. And after that, in September 2011, we had our first child, and his name is Jacob, and it was, well, a God's gift from God. When I got to Korea, the first time, that was a very big and quite interesting trip for me. Um, at that time, I didn't know that much of Korea really, mostly because of my, well, I haven't really felt that urge or interest in Korea before my journey back. But coming there was a very big experience in all ways. I felt it was a quite wonderful trip, wonderful journey. But one of my memories from that trip was actually when going back, sitting on the airport bus. I had I was quite emotional. I was thinking of it was quite hard to leave or to go to the airport to have to leave Korea, and that was something I wasn't prepared for that. But I was thinking then when was sitting on the bus that what it would have been like if well, like every adoptee, I guess, what would it have been if I would have been in Korea? I would have known the language, would have known the culture, I would have known all sorts of things. But on the other hand, there would have been a lot of things that I wouldn't have any knowledge or experience about too. The other trips, they have all been in connection with the big gatherings that has been arranged in Seoul. So that was in 2004, 2007, and 2010. And those trips, they are a little bit different when you sort of come together with a lot of other adoptees. You besides from traveling alone or with a friend like I did on the first trip, but it was very good experiences, those trips as well. And it's always special to go back to Korea since it's not like just a ordinary vacation. But with all things in life, I guess, going back for the second and third and fourth time, you see that, well, it's not all shiny and all romantic and everything isn't gold that about Korea either. So it gives you, well, hopefully a little bit of fair, well, sort of how you think about Korea and adoption.